Hi, Capricorns. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to your November 2025 single psychic prediction. Today, I'm going to see what new love is coming towards you. What is the energy around you? You can use this reading to help you to manifest a love or to confirm a love. I do have some charms and some initials. It is fully channeled, so let's call in our guides now. And welcome back, everybody. Welcome to anybody that was newly guided here. Spirit, please share with me for my Capricorns, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What is it that you have for us today? What is it that you want us to hear? What is the loving energy that's around us, coming towards us? I am listening for you now. I have patience. I know you don't want to hear that, but yeah, you know, it was like, take a deep breath. Everything's going to be okay. I know you've been patient, but it's always worth the wait. And I know you just don't want to hear that. So, but let's see what they have. You know, maybe it's all this waiting is paid off. You know, Spirit, please share with me. I have a forest. There's always more beyond what you can currently see. I like the path heading into the forest. I like this kind of wandering path of I'm on the right path. I know I am. So maybe you've really been working on yourself. Maybe you're confident with where you are in your life, with or without a person, something like that. So just keep doing what you're doing. Everything happens in divine timing. And I have a moon. Just as the phases of the moon change, so do the cycles of our life. Yeah. So are we ready to enter into a new cycle, right? And that's really what it is. It's like getting ready to, they're saying preparing you, okay? Preparing you for this moment. Okay. So all I can feel is and think is the energy of I had to heal. I needed time to myself. I needed to get on my feet by myself. I needed to, you know, know that I could be independent with or without somebody. So they have been preparing you for this moment. And if you feel like you're ready, then you probably are ready. So, but maybe you did need repair. Maybe you needed some healing. Maybe you needed some time alone. Spirit, please share with me. I have a Hierophant. I have a King of Cups. I have a Nine of Pentacles. And I have a Fool. The good news is whoever's coming into your life is attracted to your spiritual energy. Okay. They are picking up whether they probably aren't saying that, but they'll say something like, you know, I love how you think. I love that you're a good person. I love that you see the good in everybody, you know, so they're going to pick up on things like that you kind of walk the talk, right? And you just live your life the way you feel like you should. And they like that. They feel attracted to that. They feel safe, Spirit saying that they're with a real person, that they're with somebody that can show and express their emotions. They're with somebody that is confident about who they are. They can take care of themselves. And nobody wants to step into a relationship and have to repair somebody, whether it's emotionally, repair them and pick them up and put them back together, or financially pick them up and put them back together. Okay. So you want to be in a good place that, you know, you are in a great place emotionally. You're happy, you have friends, you have a full life, you have a job, you have hobbies, whatever. And then they see you as you're not desperate. You would love to have somebody in your life, but you're not desperate. And then here's this new beginning about to happen. So a little bit of a leap of faith, a little bit, they're saying on or around a full moon. So I'd have to look at the calendar. So maybe a full moon in November. Okay. So keep your eyes open for that. I'd have to look that up, but maybe that's like a time clue for somebody. I have an 8 of Pentacles. There's the full moon again. Something's going on with me in the full moon. I have a 6 of Pentacles. I have a 2 of Swords. And I have a 2 of Cups. 2 things came in. Let me in was the first thing. This person is going to say, I'm not the one that hurt you. I'm not the one that wants to hurt you. I only want to spend time with you. And I want to see where it goes. And I want to see, you know, what these feelings are. But I really like being with you. I really enjoy talking to you. I really like spending time with you. So they're saying I can see more. Okay, so this person is starting to see that there's more going on here. I like that. And that they're starting to wonder, you know, like, where is this going to go? So that feels nice. I also like that this person really, there's a sense of appreciation that they see how hardworking you are. They see maybe you're juggling 2 jobs, kids, a house, life, taking care of your mother, you know, volunteering for the PTA. It's a sense of, wow, like you do all that and you still have it together. So they see how hardworking you are. They see how giving you are. They see all this energy that you put out into the universe for other people. And that is what they love. So they are just, maybe you're a doer, you know, maybe you're just one of those people, like the more that I have on my desk, the more I get done. So ask anybody who has lots going on to get something done. You know, they get it done. So there's something about your energy, this kind of get up and go energy that they like. And if you don't see yourself that way, maybe you are an overachiever and you just don't even see it. You know, you're so like oblivious to other people do half what you do, you know, something like that in a day. I have a Knight of Swords. That came into me as my mind's made up. I have a King of Swords. Yeah, look at this. Huh. I have an Emperor. They're going to make up their mind. They're going to make up their mind. They're going from, you know, I don't want to be alone anymore to I definitely am thinking about you. I'm definitely wanting more. I'm definitely looking to, you know, take this to the next level. So this person isn't going to walk away from this connection. If you like this person and you want to be with this person, I have every reason to believe that this person would be all in. Let's see what else they want us to know. Spirit, tell me, what is it that you need me to know? I have hemp, an alternative. Okay, so maybe they smoke pot in a state that it's legal only. So maybe that's something that they do just for a little escape. I have a skeleton. Okay, that came into me as you know, you're going to know them deep inside. Okay, like you'll know everything about them. I'm not worried about that. You'll get to know them. You'll know everything about them. It feels like a fairy tale. It does. This person is genuine. This person is a catch for better, you know, checks all the boxes as some kind of catch, but they see you as a catch. They see you as, you know, they're attracted to you for a lot of reasons, but primarily your spiritual energy. So it could be your aura. It could be just your goodness, your kindness. You know, sometimes people are like, you know what, they're just the nicest, sweetest person on the face of the earth. And that's what I'm looking for, somebody kind. But I do feel like it feels like a fairy tale. There's a part of me that feels like it's a little too good to be true, but I want you to believe it. Okay. I don't want you to worry about that. It's going to be taken away from you. I want you to appreciate it. I have a duration with a clock. So duration to me feels like it's going to go on and on and on. So that feels like time. We'll spend a lot of time together. Maybe we spend an eternity together. Maybe we spend years together. So that all feels good. I have a plane at the bottom of my deck, and I have destination. What is our final destination? That's a good question. Maybe it's something that we, first of all, I want to say destined. Okay. But then this destination feeling is more of a, where do we want to end up? And do we want to end up in the same place? And I think that that's always key, that we both want the same thing. So that could be coming in or becoming clear to you. Spirit, please share with me some initials. First initials, last initials. What do we have? I have the letter K. I have an N. I have an R. I have a C. I have a J. Q. I. The letter F. I'm going to put the U over here. I don't want the FU next to each other. I have a B. I have a D. I have a K. I have an R. I have a V, Z, G. Let's get two more. Another D, and I have an E. Okay, so some of you could be connecting to those. Spirit, what else do you want us to know about this connection? Feels like a fairy tale. It feels good. Spring is blooming. Love is blooming. Springtime, May, April, May, June, birth dates, something like that. I have coffee. I'm a coffee drinker. I feel like I am almost like addicted. I mean, I know I am, to coffee. I don't think I'm just a coffee drinker. I think I'm like a real coffee drinker where I always have coffee, whether it's iced coffee or hot coffee or, yeah. So I definitely can't leave the house without my coffee. I could drink coffee during the day at work all day long, like an iced coffee. I might stop in the morning, get an iced coffee and sip on it all day long, something like that. I have a pool table. That came into me a little bit of competition with, they like to play. Okay, they like to play games, things like pool or darts or ping pong, you know, any kind of game. They may be that kind of a person that I'm going to thumb wrestle you, you know, like something like that. But I feel like they like to play games. I feel like they're competitive in nature. I feel that they think it's fun. You know, if there's something in the room that you, like a little kid, that you can do, that's a game, they're going to do it. Okay. So they're like, oh yeah, look at, there's a dartboard way over there, you know, and they go running over, you know, so it's, yeah, they're very competitive for some reason, but it's playful. I have spirituality. Yeah. I'm going to say they pick up on that for you. I have musician. Little bit of a, I can write music. I create music. So they could be connected to music. They could, but they might have a talent for writing. I have a Libra. I have a Taurus. I have a gamer. Yeah, there's a competitive, I feel like anything that, you know, like I said, ping pong, you know, they see a ping pong table and they're like, you know, who wants to play? You know, I mean, they're very active. They're very playful. you know, somebody brings a frisbee somewhere, they're throwing the frisbee. Somebody brings a football, they're throwing the football. They go to the beach, they bring toys, you know, so I feel like they're very playful. Spirit, please share with me. I have a Gemini. I have sexy. I find you sexy. I have vape smokes. So maybe if that's legal in some states. So let's get some charms. Let's see what the charms are saying today. Let's see if we can get some additional. I like the playfulness. I think they're just out to have a good time. You know, it's a little bit of a work hard, play hard energy. That this person, when it's their time off, they're, you know, I'm not hurting anybody. I like to ride a bike. I like to ski, you know, anything, something like that. They're very active is how it feels. Okay, let's see. Let's get a scoop. Somebody who's active. So hopefully you're very active. I have number 5, May, 5 days, 5 weeks. I have an O, 50. Could be an age. I have a tree of life. So that's a sense of growing, putting down roots. Okay. I have mushrooms in a forest. It came in as I was in the dark until I met you. Like mushrooms can grow in the dark. They can grow under a tree that fell. I was in the dark until I met you. You opened me up. You brought me back to life. You made me feel alive again. Maybe you make them feel young, you know, that I don't know, maybe they're just happier because of you. You know, something as simple as that. That's nice. I have a butterfly. Okay, so I'm going to put the butterfly with kind of this transformation, like you changed me. You know, you made me a better person. You made me feel alive again. Live life to its fullest. Something like that. You definitely have the key to my heart. You definitely have broken through. You definitely have captured me. So this person's going to fall deeply in love with you. That feels nice. Okay, what does this say? I have a love written. I have a love. Another heart. And I'll put all these together. The letter R. I have a starfish. The shore. I like the beach. I love going to the beach. I like to travel to places that have beaches on vacation. I'd rather do that than anything. Lay on the beach with pina coladas with a big umbrella coming out of it, something like that. I have a peace sign. Okay, I just want peace. I feel like this person's very playful, very positive, is not looking for drama in their life, is not looking for high maintenance, is looking for somebody to have a good time with and to share their life. Doesn't mean that they're not going to be committed, because they're going to fall in love with you, but they just want to live their life, do what they have to do, go to work, get things done, and then have a good time. Nothing wrong with that. What is this little guy? A choo-choo train. A train under my Christmas tree. I collect trains. I had trains when I was a kid. I still have them in boxes, something like that, like Lionel train set. But the first thing that came into me was a train track under a Christmas tree. So that might be something that's in your future with this person. I have a wrench. Works with tools. One of the trades, plumber, carpenter, builder, contractor, can fix things. Good. That's a bonus. Can fix things. I know my way around a wrench. I know the difference between the wrenches. Okay, good stuff. All right. And then I have, last but not least, only because it feels like a fairy tale. I have Cinderella's dress and I have a unicorn. So there's definitely a part of this that, and we all know that not every relationship is a fairy tale. We know that we live in the real world. But this particular connection, well, excuse me. Okay, I'm back. Little sip of water. This particular connection, there's parts of it that they either make you feel like a queen, they make you feel like a princess, they make you feel like a king. It's just I'm going to say magical moments. Okay, can I say that? Just because it doesn't mean it's always, but there could be just moments in time that feel so romantic that you just don't want it to ever end, you know, or you want to be able to remember it forever, something like that. So here is your charms. So there, let me get it to focus. Okay, there's my little unicorn. There is my wrench. Okay, let's see what else they have. Spirit, what else do you want us to know about this connection? Let's see what they want you to know. Let's see. I have a connection. Thank you, Spirit. What do you want to know about this connection? I want to know the connection. Love is the bridge connecting our souls. Cherish those connections. You guys know me. For those of you that have watched me for longer than a minute, know I love crossing overs. Okay. I love crossing over this bridge. And it's this Spirit's way of saying, I'm ready to take you there, they just said. I'm ready to take you to the other side. I'm ready to show you the new cycle. I'm ready to show you, I have been preparing you for this moment, right? So that you are ready for this union and that they are ready for this union. Baggage. Emotional baggage can weigh a relationship down. So unpack it. Maybe you've been working on that. You know, you want to go into that. You want to go in with a clean head. You want to go in with a pure heart. You want to go in with positive energy. You know, give somebody a fair chance. And I have a surprise. Romantic surprises are on the horizon. Be open to them. Is this the person who is going to propose? Is this the person who wants a lifetime together? So that feels really nice. Let's get some timeline. I have these new charms. They have numbers and they have some holidays. So I'm going to use these as my time element today. And it's this big, beautiful bowl. Let's grab a handful. So there's all kinds of numbers. They could be important dates coming up in November. They could be birthdays, could be months that are important, something like that. I have the number 8, August, 16, the number 30. I have a number 19. I have the number 12, December, 10, October, 1, January, first of the month. Okay, let's see, number 18. And I have the number 28. Okay, and then I have some charms. So the first one I have is Easter eggs. And they're painted, each one is different. So maybe they like something about you that's different. You know, you don't look like everybody else. You don't dress like everybody else. You have a certain sense of style. You stand out in the crowd. You know, there's a sense of, you know, you're an Easter egg, but you're a different one than everybody. Everybody's an Easter egg, but you're different. You know, so you stand out somehow. I have a turkey, Thanksgiving, A lot of people meet around the holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas. Like this time of year is a really big time of year to meet somebody new for some reason. So you could be meeting this person heading into the holidays on Thanksgiving. And then I have a celebration with these balloons. Go to a party, go to anything that might have balloons. You're invited to somebody's kid's birthday party. You're invited to something at work. Just put yourself out there. Maybe it's a room for some kind of celebration. So maybe that's a clue. Okay, so there you go with your charms. So they're kind of fun, something new. And let's see what the final messages are. Spirit, what do you want us to know? What is it that we need to hear? Let's see. I need to be alone with you. I'm definitely falling for you. I would say that. You're my best friend and lover. We're going to be connected in a lot of different ways. I think that's important. I'm sorry for hurting you. Please forgive me. Maybe they crossed a boundary in the beginning. Maybe they said something that was upsetting to you. Maybe we got off to a slow start. We had to make an adjustment. Happens. I'm going to stop fighting these feelings. Maybe they tried to push you away because they got scared. You are the love of my life. Sometimes we go through this kind of up and down a little bit until we both know where we are, where we want to be. Sometimes somebody pushes somebody away a little bit. The other one gets upset. So we do go through a lot just to get something off the ground. We're destined to be together. Maybe hold on to that. Hold on that if we're supposed to be together, we'll be together. And we used destined earlier, and we used destination. Where are we headed? And maybe that's something that you're trying to find out. Where am I going to end up with this person? What's our final destination? So let's put this out into the universe. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. I want to thank you for being here. If you're new to my channel, thank you. Please remember to hit that like, subscribe, ring the notification bell. Comment below, claim it, own it, it's yours. If anyone would like to book a private reading with me, please go to my website, KathyMamolen.psychicmedium.com. I have 2 other YouTube channels here, and they are up and running, and I'm uploading videos on those as well. It is a pick a card channel and a twin flame soulmate channel. So if you're interested in those readings, I'll put the link in the description for you to get there and check out those readings. I hope you enjoy your November, and we'll see you all again real soon.